Hello everyone, welcome to Roma Theory. We're back with live watch along. It feels like ages since the last time we did one. Europa League, very important game. It's a clue game today. We've discussed about this game over these past days. It's the clue game of our group stage. It's the game that if we win, 90% we're going to get first in this group stage. Because of the quality that's in this group stage, I think it's a fight between Roma and Slavia Prague. And this is the first game of two against them at home, which we definitely have to win to keep that first position alive and to give a great sense of direction to this group stage, which looks easy. And up to now, it has been an easy group. But you never know. Football's weird. You always gotta concentrate. You always gotta work with that little brain in your head. Very important game today. Obviously, we've got Inter this Sunday, so it's tempting to already start thinking about that Inter game, especially if your name is Romelu Lukaku. We all know what Inter are preparing on Sunday. I'm sure we'll get to speak about this in this live watch along. But you look at the lineup, and ultimately you understand that this is no joke. You know, this is an important game, which yes, might be placed in a context where the Inter game results or looks more important, but it's a big one because Europa League is a big objective, and one of the first steps in order to accomplish a potential Europa League revenge, let's call it, is getting first in that group stage to avoid a lot of complicated consequences that could happen if we get second. So Roma against Slavia Prague today. We'll get through the lineup in a second. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, you know the role of these live watch-alongs. I want everybody here to let me know in the live chat your final score predictions and the players we're going to bag a goal today. Everybody do that. Spam the live chat. I'm going to get mine in a second. I'm gonna go through the lineup and then I'm going to give you my prediction. Right, so we're playing with a standard lineup, standard formation, and also standard players. Not many surprises in terms of surprises. Not many surprises in terms of the players which are playing today. You look at Roma, the only surprises, which again, can we call them surprises because we're used to this in this Europa League start. Zvilar in goal is the only non-starting 11 player. Other than that, it's a classic standard starting 11 with obviously a few players missing because of injuries, but other than that, it's a standard. It's a standard one. Zvilar in goal, Mancini, Llorente and Ndika in defence. Still no Chris Smalling. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Again, I think he'll be back for Inter. I think the reason he's not starting today is to preserve himself for Inter. Very big game on Sunday. But again, let's focus on this one. 5 midfielders. In fact, can I say I actually like this lineup? I really like this lineup because I am very intrigued by the three-man midfield of Bove, Cristante and Aouar. Cristante has been playing phenomenally from the second pre-season started to now. Aouar has improved lately, but started off as a ghost. Bove is always that, you know, as Mourinho defined him many times, that sick dog. Fights on the ball, puts that aggression, he can change the game. On the two fullbacks, we have Cilic and Zalewski. So I think we've understood that Cilic and Zalewski are Europa League fullbacks. I think this season, unlike last season, we've got a broader selection in terms of fullbacks. Again, that does not necessarily mean that our fullbacks are amazing, but we do have the numbers to rotate in both the Serie A and Europa League. Because in the Serie A, our starting fullbacks are Karsdorp and Spina. In the Europa League, our starting fullbacks are Zalewski and Cilic in these group stage games. And then you've got Christensen, who isn't included in the UEFA list and is also not playing well in the league, who's kind of turned out to be your third pick. So that's our midfield. I'm expecting a great game from Zalewski today. I've discussed it in the match preview, but it's something to do with obviously what happened with him with the accusations. He provided a half assist against Monza last weekend. I'm expecting redemption from Zalewski. I mean, if he scores today, he'll go like that to everybody like he's never done before. And then up front, we've gone with El Shaarawy and Lukaku. It's a surprise. I would have predicted Belotti and Lukaku, but we have actually gone with El Shaarawy and Lukaku. I'm not complaining. You know me, I absolutely love Steph. Steph is our man. I mean, I discussed this on Monday with Chris when we did the debate. El Shaarawy is my favorite player, and what happened to him after that Monza game, which isn't the goal, it's those tears. It touched me because I am attached to El Shaarawy. I've built a lot of affection towards El Shaarawy, and seeing El Shaarawy cry after that game touched me because he doesn't deserve all of those, accusations which he's gone through. He's always respected this club. He loves this team. He, in fact, decided to cut his wages in order to extend his contract last summer. He fully deserves this start, and who knows, maybe he can score today. He scored a massive goal last weekend. Maybe he can give a great sense of consistency to this form. And then Lukaku next to him. Lukaku's untouchable. Lukaku is slowly starting to become our needle to keep this entire team alive. We're slowly turning into a Lukaku-dependent team. Obviously adding it onto the dependency of Dybala and many other players. So Lukaku starting today. I think, I have to be honest with you, the reason I think Lukaku started today, first of all, is we've discussed this many times. Jose wants to win this trophy, and he knows the importance of getting first in this group stage. And we all understand the importance of getting first in this group stage. So Lukaku obviously starts for that. He can bag the goals. He's an incredible player. But I have to be very honest with you. The reason Lukaku starts today is also because of the Inter game. He needs to be ready for that Inter game. He needs to be ready. He doesn't need to be, obviously he has to be physically ready because he needs to try and do the best he possibly can. But he needs to be psychologically ready to what Inter fans are preparing for him. It's not going to be pleasant if your name is Romelu Lukaku, being booed and whistled with actual whistles by 30,000 fans whenever you touch the ball. It's not going to be pleasant, and he needs to prepare for that. So put him in today. He bags a goal, and he'll be readier than ever to face Inter on Sunday. But that obviously does mean that Belotti's on the bench. I think you can I think you'll get subbed in. In fact, I predicted Lukaku and Belotti to score today. I'm not changing the prediction. I'm still going with a Lukaku and Belotti goal. But in order to complete my prediction, Belotti needs to come in from the bench and score. So yeah. Prediction. In terms of prediction, in fact, let's read what people say. Everybody pop your prediction in the chat. Dayo says 2-1, Lukaku and Elsha to score. Welcome Robin, welcome Banks Harrison, hello Vladimiro, hello Amanda, hello Riley, hello Chris, hello Mohammed, and hello Nicola, who says Llorente goal. I actually feel a weird goal today. I feel a very weird goal, a Chilik type goal. It's not going to happen. If Chilik scores today, it would be monumental. But I feel a weird goal today. I feel something like Ndika header, something like that. Obviously, Paredes rests today. Paredes is turning into another massive oxygen player for our team. But he's resting today. Now let me bring your attention to one thing once again. Who doesn't rest today? Brian Cristante. It's unbelievable the amount of games that guy is playing. It's incredible to see the amount of faith that Mourinho has on him. And it's incredible to see how how big of a player Cristante is to this team. Once again, Cristante is starting, and once again, he'll most probably play 90 minutes. Massive statement. Cristante hasn't rested a game since before I was born. It's actually crazy the amount of games he's playing. Why are you not at the stadium? I'm not at the stadium because I did not do the Europa League group stage. What do you call it again? I have a blank in my mind. Season ticket. I did not do it this year because I thought Servette at home, Sheriff Tiraspol at home. It's all good. I can do live watch-alongs. I wanted to go to the Slavia Prague game, but I have a history exam tomorrow, and I'm also leaving for Verona with my team for a few days to go and play a football tournament. So you know what? I said I'm gonna be here with you guys, rest a bit, so I don't have to edit the vlog, go to bed at 2 a.m, go well in the history exam, and yeah. And other than that, I can't wait until we face some bigger teams in Europa League, and you will see me there at the stadium filming stadium vlogs. 3-2, says Nicola. Chilik, Lukaku, and Awar. Smalling is on the bench today, just needs to get those minutes back in his legs. I agree. We need him prepared for the Inter game. By the way, big props to you, bro. You post every day, and it's just nice to see your passion for Roma. Absolutely love it. And guess what? Tomorrow I'm not in Rome live, but I've got 2 videos prepared for you. Match preview for the Inter game and fan podcast number 2, which will be Keep Bench Sell, Leao, Kvaratskhelia, and Bukayo Saka. So if you're looking forward to that, then wait until tomorrow. Mourinho isn't available because of the Budapest events. He's missed a few games in this group stage. So yeah, after Budapest, you got that suspension. Right, teams are on the pitch. If you haven't already, please smash the like button. Everybody in the stream right now, take 2 seconds to click that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Everybody enjoy the game. Everybody enjoy this live watch along. And yeah. Can we get stream for your football tournament or highlights? I can't do that for the simple reason being that school policies are tough. And my school doesn't want, I mean, as probably every school doesn't want, you know, footage of kids who don't have the authorization to be on camera, privacy and all of that. But, massive statement I have ready for you. You see, it's just one of those periods where I'm feeling very creative. We've got the derby coming up in a few weeks, and one of my best friends is a Lazio mate. Last weekend we filmed a football video, Roma against Lazio. I'm editing it, and it's gonna come a few days before that derby, the 12th of November. We basically filmed 10 free kicks with a 5-a-side goal. Whoever scores more wins. That's coming. I'm feeling creative, I'm telling you. Podcasts, Roma daily content, football videos. I'm just feeling it. This is a great moment to stay tuned on Roma Theory. Right, match is about to start. I have a fun fact on the Slavia Prague fans, by the way. I'm going to definitely talk about it in this live watch along. Oh, great banner from the Kurva Sud. I'm gutted not to be there, but at the same time I'm happy to be here with you. I feel like, you know, now that I have a season ticket, I don't really do many live watch alongs. So yeah, why not? Right, game's about to start. Oh, we did not go through their lineup. We're gonna do it in a second. Game starts. Let's get the 3 points, lads, and let's win. Alright, they're playing with a 3-4-2-1. Mandus in goal, Holes, Ogbu, and Vicek in defense. Dumitriesco, Zaferis, and Dorley and Dodera in midfield. Schranz and Masopust, attacking midfielders, and Van Burnen up front. Van Burnen up front. Lazio aren't doing well indeed. I mean, Lazio made Feyenoord look like prime Real Madrid yesterday. El Shaarawy gets it. It's a great chance. Bove goes. Bove tries to shoot. Oh! I love you! I absolutely love you! This is who you are! My little boy from Rome, just like me. What a cracking goal! 55 seconds in. You can have my body, you can have my ass, and you can have everything you want. That's incredible from Eduardino. Eduardino, bello, bello. Eduardino, bello, bello. That's a massive goal. What a goal. What an absolute goal. It's incredible. 55 seconds in, Bove pulls this worldie out of nowhere. Wow, I love him. I absolutely love him. El Shaarawy gets the ball with that high pressure, gives it to Bove. Lukaku wants it. Bove ignores him. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Look at that shot. That's a perfect shot. I love you. I love you, Bove. I love you. What a goal. What a start. What a start. That is the start of a team who wants revenge in Europa League. That's the start of a team which wants to win this tournament. Right. Now, there we go. What a great start. What a great start from one of my favorite players. Slavia Prague play from the bottom. Zaleski kicks it long. Lukaku wants it. He can fight. Lukaku gets it. Bove heads it. Slavia go. Kristan. Look at them. This is exact. By the way, once again, I deserve credit for the match previews. You know why? Because yesterday I said the fact that Slavia Prague, or a team which plays from the bottom, if we exploit that well and press them, they're not going to be good enough to win the game. 55 seconds in, El Shaarawy presses high, they lose the ball, and we score a goal. Easy! Easy peasy! Mind games. Bring me in as an assistant coach. Sack 40, bring me in. Roma scores as Uzor. Amazing Vincent is loving it. No, sorry. Why did I ban? Sorry, no. I accidentally banned our mod. Sorry, Chris. My bad. Zaleski fouls here. Great goal. What a start, says Big Earn. Simon, do you miss Ibanez? Look, I miss him, I don't miss him. I've gone through bigger players leaving the club. I'm definitely not gonna reminisce Ibanez leaving. I've seen my idol Nainggolan leave the club. We were discussing this on Monday. I saw Salah leave the club. I saw many big players who I loved, we could say, as a kid leave. So I'm definitely not gonna fall in depression now that Ibanez is left. Do I think we got a good replacement? I think we have. I think Ndika needs time. The more time he gets, the more he can adjust and become and replace Ibanez in a better way. With that being said, I'm seeing a lot of improvements from Ndika. And the fact that, clean sheet against Monza, one goal which is a penalty against Cagliari. Ndika's improving. Compare this part of the season to the start. And yeah, Ndika is definitely improving. So, look, I miss him, but I think we have a great defender to replace him. And I back the club with the decision they made. Simon, when are you moving out of Italy? I'm planning to go to uni in Italy. In fact, I'm 99% going to uni in Rome. So if I leave Italy, not in the near future, I just can't leave Rome right now. Just can't. It's my home. I just can't. I can't believe Bobby scored that goal. That was a beauty. That was a beauty. Goalkeeper El Shrawi, maybe with his hand there, but referee ignores it. Bove presses high, can't control it, and it's a throw into them. Alves changes. I just bottled that pronunciation. Sorry, very sorry. Has a 4.5 plus 4.5 goals bet. That's a risky one, mate. Slavia Prague ain't Servette. Slavia Prague are definitely better than that. I mean, look, we scored after 55 seconds, so we could easily score 5. But I think this game is gonna. I think we're gonna score 3 goals, but not more. Also, because I think at a certain stage, if we continue scoring goals, I think our big players will get subbed off to prepare for Inter. Shrawi, Bove, back past Zaleski. I want to see Zaleski higher. I'm saying this every single time we play a game, but I want to see Zaleski go higher. If Zaleski can transition his game to a more offensive block, he is way more useful than what he is now. Bove fights again. Bove is too good. He's just so good. I hope we don't sell Bove. He has such a lot of potentials. Yes, we can't sell him. Speaking about Bove, he is going to extend his contract at the end of this month. Hi Simon, hope you're doing well. You're doing a great work for those who don't speak Italian. Thank you very much, Sarah. I appreciate the support. Lukaku gives it to El Shrawi. Cristante, good ball onto Bove. Zaleski, Bove again. Ndika. Mancini back to Llorente. I would love a clean sheet today. Speaking about clean sheets, I would love a clean sheet today. Do you think Milan will get out from the group? That's a very good question, and in fact, that's a great first topic to start a poll. Let's see what you guys think. Let's see who you guys think is gonna drop down into the Europa League. In that group of death in the Champions League. Sorry about that. Sorry. Who drops to Europa? Mancini tries a long ball to Elsha, but it's not precise enough. Who do we have? PSG, Dortmund, Milan, and Newcastle. That's a great first topic as a poll. Go. Bove doesn't want your ass. I'm sure he doesn't. It's just that goal enthusiasm, mate. I'm sure he doesn't. Oh, they're showing that goal again. It's such a good... Oh, look at Fotti's reaction. Look at Mancini clapping his cheeks. And look at Fotti. Fotti acting like Zidane when Ronaldo scored that bicycle kick against Juventus. Right. People say Milan. 40%, 30% say PSG drops down to Europa League. I just can't see that happen. Wow. 33% say PSG drop down. That's a massive statement, you know. I mean, I would love it. I wouldn't love it, but at the same time I would. I would love to get those Champions League vibes and see Mbappe at the Olimpico and go and watch it, but I just can't see it happen. I mean, if they continue like this, Milan's going to get eliminated, and Dortmund is going to get Europa League, and Newcastle and PSG are going to advance. But I also think at a certain point, Milan has to wake up, score some goals and get some points. I think that's a group which can change game week after game week. PSG is inconsistent. I definitely agree with those who. I don't think PSG is a big team. I really don't. I think PSG is one of the most single-handedly dependent. No, sorry. Let me rephrase this again. I think PSG is one of the most dependent teams on one single player out there in Europe. Get Mbappe out of that PSG side, and PSG would get fourth in that group stage blindfolded. But they've got the best player in the world. So, and best players in the world change games. They get the points when that team needs to get points. I would love to see a Roma PSG in the Europa League, but I think PSG will advance. I personally think Dortmund is going to drop down. Either Dortmund or Milan. I think Newcastle and PSG are going to go through. That's a foul on Awar. I think Newcastle is coming to Europa League. They lack Champions League experience. That could happen. I mean, Newcastle in Europa League would be a massive threat to us. I think Newcastle are a great team, especially at home. At St. James Park, apart from yesterday evening, they never lose. I'm a Milan fan, but I like watching you and support you. Appreciate it. I had a gut feeling that PSG was going to drop. After that Newcastle game, I was convinced PSG was going to drop. But after that Milan game yesterday, I'm convinced PSG is going to go through. It can change, but at time of speaking, I think PSG is going to go through. Lazio couldn't win against Feyenoord, and we got past Feyenoord so easily. We are in different levels. We are. We don't even need to speak about that, mate. We really don't. I mean, I've said it yesterday, but choosing between Feyenoord and Lazio is literally like choosing between drinking your own piss or eating your own crap. It really is. I just hate those two teams so much. But ultimately, I'm happy Feyenoord won because Lazio is Lazio's the worst team out there. I think Feyenoord are a great team, and the fact that we've beaten them and Lazio multiple times have said, oh, Feyenoord are very easy to beat, it's just delusional on their side. But I think Feyenoord do have a great team. They've added that guy, Stengs. Stengs is unbelievable. He looks unbelievable, at least. And that guy wasn't in that team last year. So that Stengs guy looks really good. What if Lazio dropped down and we got ourselves a derby closer to the final? Definitely not. Definitely not. We've got way too many derbies coming up. We've got the 2 in the league, the most 2 very likely in the Coppa Italia. Trust me, you do not want more derbies. And again, if we somehow lose, you wouldn't even dare to imagine what it would be like. And Dika keeps the ball. No, he does. Oh, yes, he does. Great move from Evan there. Why do you hate Lazio, bro? Is that even a question? Is that even a serious question? Look at the name of this channel. Look at the team this channel is about, and ask that question to yourself again, mate. And Dika, great ball. Tries to find Lukaku, but they close it very well. Throw in for Zale. That's a terrible throw-in. That's a terrible throw-in. Ball slipped away of his hands. I want a Lukaku goal today because of that Inter situation. I think a goal today would help him a lot psychologically. Do you think Inter can make it to the final again? I think they can. I really do. I think Inter are one of the best teams in Europe. Great pressure from a war there. But yeah, I think Inter can. I think, look. Oh, El Shaarawy, very lucky there, but it's effective. El Shaarawy goes. El Shaarawy gives it to Romelu. Romelu! He's too good. He prepares like this for hell. If there are any Inter fans watching this, get out of this stream right now, because this guy is going to lynch you on Sunday. This guy will make those 30,000 whistles fucking get down of that throat and you will choke on them. You're not prepared. You're not prepared. Karma comes back. Karma comes back. And this guy will make you choke on those 30,000 whistles. Every single person who's going to get that whistle on Sunday. He's too good. That's what a striker does. That's the goals. The striker. That's the goal. That's a classic striker goal. Physique. Powerful. Oh, it's great. Power. Physique. Coordination. Pam, pam, pam. Inter run away. 2 assists for Elsha indeed. Very, very good performance from Elsha up to now. And Biggerens's goal. Right, it's 2-0. What a great start. I was not expecting this. This, once again, just shows you how weak this group stage is. And if we don't get first in this group stage, it's embarrassing. The quality in this group stage is terrible. We got very lucky with it. We got very lucky with the draw. Sometimes you need luck. But this group stage is... This group stage... I mean, I'd even argue the Conference League group stage was harder than this. That's a terrible foul on Bove. I think that deserved a yellow card though. Surely that deserved a yellow card, ref. Surely that did. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I need everybody here to smash the like button if you haven't already. I need everybody here to smash the like button if you're ready for Sunday. I don't want anybody scared. We might lose, and we will probably lose, but always think positive and never be scared in life. Hit that like button, and Lukaku scores against Inter. I still need to understand if Lukaku is a right-footed or a left-footed. He just scores so many different goals that it's very hard to tell. Bove looks very, very painful on the floor. Mourinho understands. Ryan Fredkin understands as well. Oh, that Bove goal is incredible. I can't get over that Bove goal. Bove loves the Europa League goal. They really do. He really does. I really want to see João Costa. I've said it last time in the Servette live watch along. But if we continue with this rate, I think some young stars will definitely get subbed in. And João Costa is one I really want to see. He just gives me those fast dribble. João Costa. Zaleski presses high. Ooh, that was a very risky pass for them. Aouar was about to get that. Il fait ici la Lazio no. Oh, oh. Il fait ici la Lazio no. Oh, oh. Zaleski, great ball to Romelu. Romelu goes. Elsha. Good. Elsha's back. Elsha's back with a bang. A war. Change your side. And Dika. Zaleski dribbles. Go on, dribble him, don't go back. Zaleski goes. I liked the idea, but the cross wasn't that good. You're not worried about seeing Liverpool in Europa League? Ask that question in the other way. Is Liverpool not worried to face us in Europa League? No, I'm just kidding. I am. I think if they don't snub the Europa League, they're gonna win it easy. But again, I said the same thing about Arsenal last year, and Arsenal snubbed it at around March and April. I think it really does depend if Liverpool can get in a title race. And I think Liverpool are in a title race. But if by February, March and April, Liverpool really get the feeling that they can win the league, I think they're going to go all in. I really do. And that's exactly what Arsenal did last year. You know, they had the chance to win the league. And therefore they snubbed Europa League, because Arsenal on their day would have beaten Sporting Lisbon easy. It really does depend. I think Liverpool are title contenders. First of all, because the quality they have is incredible. Second of all, the experience that the manager brings is incredible. And third of all, I think Manchester City this year are way weaker. So add all of these things together. Bovic just got booked, but I think this is not fair at all, because the guy before who found Bovic should have gone booked as well. Bovic booked here. So I think they can get in a title race, and if they do, then I think, and if they get the feeling by April, March that they can win it, then I think they're going to leave Europa League. And again, I'm scared. I obviously don't want to face them, but a part of me really wants to face a big team. I just so desperately want to play in the Champions League again that I am craving for some Champions League type games in the Europa League. That's the situation I'm in. That's why I would love for PSG to drop down and to see Roma PSG. I just want to see some big games. So, yeah. I think I don't want to face them because we'd probably lose, but at the same time I want to get back playing some big games. Right, the great away end from Slavia Prague. They're creating a sort of what is that? What is that supposed to mean? They're creating something with those flags. They're creating an image, but I don't understand what that image is. Fun fact about Slavia Prague. This happened a few hours before the game today. So Slavia Prague, basically 4,000 Slavia Prague fans came to Rome to watch the game, and Slavia Prague were preparing a display, a choreography, which basically depicted Julius Caesar with something written about Slavia Prague. But the police in Rome actually intercepted this display that Slavia Prague wanted to show today, and they basically prohibited it to be shown at the stadium because they thought it was an offense against Julius Caesar. So they basically, they did not allow the Slavia Prague fans to display it. Oh, El Shaarawy would have run. El Shaarawy goes. Good move, but defender clears it. And the Curva Sud, our fan base, actually responded to the police and said, we did not feel offended whatsoever. It is incredible that you have prohibited the display of such a choreography. That's a fun fact. So Slavia Prague were preparing something big in terms of atmosphere, and they did not get to do it. Didn't get to do it because of the police, which I think is weird. Again, I mean, nowadays you really can't express anything that this society gets offended. A war. Great stop from a war. Oh, Zaleski's back. Oh, Bove went. Oh, Bove's. Look at Bove. Look at Bove's vision. Finds Zaleski. Zaleski goes. Zaleski sprints. That's a terrible cross again. Zaleski can't cross the ball. Can we get Liverpool? We need a win over them. Yeah, mate, I'd love to win against them too, but I don't think it's that easy. Excellent point, Simo. Thank you, mate. Dika, great closure there. Dika's improving, being very honest here. Zaleski, great move. Gets dragged down on purpose to slow the rhythm. And the guy gets booked. Masopust. Masopust gets booked. Jesus Christ, look at my hair. I hate the messy hair. Just can't stand it. Dika goes long, tries to find a war. Too long. Great move from a war there. Zaleski gives it to Bove. Bove changes side, gives it to Cristante. Mancini, Lukaku. Right, let's see that. I want to see the poll. I want to see if the percentage changed. Slavia Prague attack here. Right, the majority say Milan. Majority says Milan is gonna drop down, and second majority says Dortmund is gonna drop down. Sandro Tonali has been banned for 10 months due to gambling addiction scandal, plus also 8 months of participation in gambling rehab plan. He's gonna miss the Euro. He's gonna miss quite a big amount of games, you know. He's gonna miss the Euros. 18 months is 1 year and a half. 1 year and a half ain't a walk in the park. It's not going to be easy. It really isn't. But again, if you committed something, you got to pay for it. I've got a big question for everybody here. I want everybody to show me an answer to this, because I'm very curious to what your answers are. My question is, you have to pick one game that you really want to see Roma play. And it can be any game, but it has to be realistic in a sense that it could be any game that can actually happen this season. Who do you choose? Great move from Lukaku. What's that one game you really want to see Roma play this season? I will start and I will go Roma against Seville, not in a final, but in like a quarter final of the Europa League. I want and need to take revenge against that team, especially now that they have Sergio Ramos. Or another one that I would love to see, because of the rivalry between the two fan bases, is Red Star Belgrade against Roma. That's just, if you dare to go, you're dead. That's just violence. Definition of violence is Red Star Belgrade against Roma. So that's my pick. That is my pick. But yeah, what's that one game you really want to see Roma play this year? It can be any game, but it has to be realistic. Right, we've got an injury on their side here. Well, they've showed this Bova goal like 70 times now. It's better than those TikTok what was it again? ASMR videos. Roma versus Atletico, says Jaskirat. Liverpool game. Man United, says Mohammed. Do you think Italy is going to be in a disadvantage for not having Sandro Tonali? No, because we've got Brian Cristante. Right, they've got a sub here. Substitution for Slavia Prague. Zafaris, number 10, is out. Is he out though? Don't know if he's actually out. Roma versus Liverpool, says Kevin. Quite a few Liverpools. You know what I'm very interested to see? Who's a bigger team in Prague? Sparta or Slavia? If anybody is from Prague or knows a lot about Czech football, who's got a wider fan base in the Czech Republic? Sparta Praga or Slavia? Who's bigger? Slavia or Sparta? Prague derby. Most successful Czech football team is Sparta. I'd love to see the percentage of fans though. I have no idea. Roma versus Newcastle. That's a big one. Roma against Seville in the final. No, definitely not in the final. Not in the final because we know Seville. They're cursed in the Europa League. It's like those errors your calculator gives you when you put too many digits. It's just rigged. Seville in Europa League is rigged. So I definitely don't want to see it in the final. But I would love to see it in the quarterfinals. I'd love to see a two-leg against Seville. I really want them to experience, Olympico comebacks. Awar is fouled again. Do you think we can beat Liverpool if we meet? No, I don't. At Anfield, we'd get battered. At home, you never know. But at Anfield, we'd get battered. Lazio. We've got 15 days to go, mate, until that one. Ooh, what happened there? Oh my god. What happened to that thing? Oh, there we go. I heard Totti playing in a Sunday league team in Italy. Is that true? I'm not sure about that. I know Totti plays a lot of paddle. And yeah. Can you imagine losing 3-1 to Feyenoord? Couldn't be me. Zaleski goes. I'm liking Zaleski, Few bad crosses, but an overall good performance. Mancini gives it to Celik. Keeps it in. Llorente. Ndika. You always, when you pronounce Ndika's name, you really have to make that N loud, or it sounds weird. Ndika has the ball. Bove fights again. Bove is the closest player I've seen since Nangaland's departure. Cristante, that's an interesting idea, but you gotta be more technically gifted to give that ball. Liverpool eat us for breakfast. Oh, high pressing there. Cristante, El Shaarawy, Lukaku. Oh, he doesn't stop it well there. That's the pressure. Look at the difference when we press high. First of all, isn't it just so much entertaining to watch when we have high pressing games? And second of all, look at this. If we press high against these mediocre sides, we could genuinely score goals galore every single time. Roma versus OM. That's a nice pick. I mean, that could happen. Olympic Marseille are in the Europa League, right? Yeah, they are. Roma Inter to see fans' reaction to see Lukaku again. I am asking myself this question since I read what Inter are doing to welcome Lukaku back. And I am, every single night before I go to bed, I always ask myself, what the hell happens if Lukaku scores on Sunday? I couldn't imagine what happens if Lukaku scores on Sunday. Can you imagine what happens? He'd take his pants off if he scores on Sunday. A war. Elsha. I'm liking the link up between Elsha and Lukaku. Zvilar saves it. Maybe could have blocked that, but yeah, good save. First save of the game for Zvilar. Corner kick to them. That's the question. I love to be interactive in these live watch-alongs. Everybody answer to this question. What do you think happens if Lukaku scores on Sunday? What happens? What do you think happens? I want to know. I want to know what everybody thinks about this. Obviously, on Sunday, I am going to go live. I am back on Sunday from Verona, from my football tournament. And my train arrives in Rome at 5:40 and the game starts at 6. So I'm going to rush home. If you see a live watch-along which has already started like 10, 20 minutes into the game, it's not me being weird. It's me rushing and trying to rush back home. That's just so you know. That's just so you know on Sunday. So, yeah. If you're wondering why there's a late live watch-along, it's because I'm rushing back to make it on time. Can't wait for the football tournament though. It's going to be fun. We're the underdogs this season. We've won the tournament 2 years ago. We got second. We lost the final last year. We've got a great reputation, but we're the underdogs this year because obviously some of our best players who were year 13s last year are now at uni, so they're not there anymore. Josh is one of them. Josh in goal. Everybody remember Josh in the stadium vlogs? He was one of them. He's a great goalkeeper. He's not there anymore. He'll be there. He'll be there to manage us and be the coach, but he won't play. And then a few other great players won't be there. My class is the oldest class, so we're the underdogs this season. We have no expectations. It's always better to get into a tournament with no expectations. He does the shit celebration. I want to see Roma whoop Barcelona one more time. Game gets abandoned. Roma fans will get mobbed for the celebration and the Lukaku What club according to is the most similar to Roma in each of the top 5 leagues? Bundesliga, I'd probably go with Bayer Leverkusen. Premier League, I'd probably go with Tottenham. I mean, yeah, don't mind the fact that Tottenham are first, but I think overall, I think Roma's a Tottenham type team. In Spain, I'd go, I don't know, a bit less than Atletico Madrid. A Real Sociedad type. Better than Real Sociedad, but worse than Atletico Madrid. And in the league, the French league, I don't even want to know. I don't even know the teams in the French league. It's that sad. Right, Slavia go long. Oh, that's a great ball with his back. Yo, Slavia go here. It's a chance to them. Zvilor saves it. Good defending there. Good defending there. That was a great move from Slavia though. Back heel, fast, offensive transition. Very good. Do you watch the MLS? I'd rather turn blind, mate. No offense to the MLS, really no offense, but yeah, I'd rather watch the Saudi League than the MLS. That's the way I'll put it. Number one, because Cristiano is my GOAT, and second of all, at least in the Saudi League, you've got better players. Cross in, bad cross. Slavia doesn't keep it in. Right, ladies and gentlemen, if you can smash the like button, I would love it. Please, let's try to get 40 likes. It would be great by the time halftime kicks in. We've got 30 seconds, so yeah, there's quite a lot of you in. So please smash the like button if you haven't already. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new here. You're all very welcome. If you're a Roma fans, even better. But yeah, click that red button and click that thumbs up button. Zvilor goes long. Lukaku wants the ball here. It's the last action of the first half, unless referee gives some extra added time. 3 minutes of added time, that's a lot. Where do you think Roma finishes this season? What place, says Enej Lagami. Sorry if I mispronounced that again. I kind of don't want to answer that question. We're not getting top 3. there could be a chance for top 4, but the only way we get top 4 is if we start winning big games. I'd love top 4, and I really would love it. I really want to get back playing Champions League football, and I think we can do it if we keep the consistency and the momentum, and if we win some big games. But if we don't get top 4, I think we'll be fine in Europa League. I don't think we'll get worse than Europa League. I mean, getting worse than Europa League would be kind of, worsening your current position. And I think we've got a better team this year. So again, I don't know. Where does everybody think we're going to finish? That's a reverse question now. Top 3 I think is impossible. Top 3 is already marked. 2 Milan teams and Juventus are going to get top 3. Top 4 is open, but if we had had a better start and if we start winning some big games, I would have been a bit more hopeful. Don't worry, you can learn it when you do the... Oh yeah, I remember your name. I do remember your name. You signed up for the debate. I've got some dates planned, so I'm gonna email you in a few days, mate. So keep your emails open. By the way, there's a lot of people who sent emails, and I have sent emails back, and a lot of you haven't replied yet. So if you have sent emails to organize debates, please check them, because I've sent quite a few emails out yesterday. So what's your prediction for the Inter game? I'm not giving a prediction now, mate. I'll give my prediction in the match preview, which will come tomorrow, as well as the podcast. 2 videos tomorrow. I'm not gonna give it now, just because we've got another 45 minutes to go. And in these next 45 minutes, a lot of things can happen. Like, imagine Lukaku tears his ACL in these next 45 minutes. My prediction would definitely be different. Right, half-time, 2-0. Great first half. 2 very good goals. Let's read some comments and then we'll get into the half-time reaction. Top 4, says Oxy. We're winning the league, says Bilal. If Roma goes deep into Europe, then sorry, Roma has not got the depth to get top 4, says Big Lebowski. Let's see how we perform against the top teams. Yeah, I think... I agree with that. We gotta start winning some big games. I think top 3 is possible this year if we keep consistent. This year seems tough for everyone. Every top team has already lost a game or 2. No one is dominant this year, it seems. I think there are 2 dominant teams. Again, that's my opinion, but I do think there are 2 dominant teams. I think Inter and Juventus are the 2 dominant teams this season. I think Inter and Juventus are better than the other 18 teams in this league by quite a mile. Milan's there. Milan's very inconsistent, but ultimately Milan have got they've got the depth and they've got the quality in that team to get top 4, and I think they are going to get top 4. Napoli is definitely weakened, but again, Napoli's in a similar discussion to us. They seem like they've improved over these past few weeks. So it's very hard to say. I don't think we're going to get top 3. I'm wishful for top 4 because I think it can happen. But really, in order for it to happen, we really have to keep this consistency going. We really do. But yeah, that's my take. Why don't we only focus on Europa League? By winning the Europa League, we automatically qualify for the Champions League. Because that's exactly what we did last year, and we all know what happens. Right, halftime reaction. Great first half. I mean, 50 seconds in the game, Bove pulls that world-class goal. Great. Absolutely great. Incredible goal. absolutely sensational. And the fact that it happened after, 50 seconds, and the fact that it happened from Eduardino Bove makes it even more special. 50 seconds in, we already unlocked the game. Then Lukaku with another goal. That's a classic striker goal. Power, coordination, physique, sense of position, sense of scoring goals added together. And that's Romelu Lukaku in person, who's preparing to be back at San Siro on Sunday. But yeah, look. Other than that, I've said it during this live watch along. This this group stage is a weak group stage. You know, the second the draw came out, I said this. The second the draw came out, I'm pretty sure everybody here said this. This is a group stage which a team like Roma not only needs the top, but a team like Roma also needs to try and top with full points. It really is. These three teams are weak sides. Slavia Prague, as we mentioned yesterday in the match preview, looked a bit better than the other two, just because they were placed in a context where Servette and Sheriff Tiraspol are crap. But Slavia Prague is a weak side again. Slavia Prague is a side which we should beat home and away. Again, I think away we will find more and we will encounter more difficulties because, again, they've got a heated stadium. It looks like, again, don't jinx this, but it looks like we're going to win this game. Again, they will definitely want it more in the second game against us. But we got to top this group. And as I just said, we need to try and get 4 points because these teams are weak. I actually think, I don't think this, but you could argue that the Conference League group stage was easier than this, and some people would have believed you. It's a weak one, and getting first is very important, because a lot of very interesting teams are going to drop down from the Champions League, and obviously getting second would mean facing a playoff against one of these teams, and obviously we want to avoid that as much as the excitement would be to face a big team. And I agree with that. We have to try and avoid it because some Champions League teams could definitely beat us. We could definitely beat them, but it's always better to, sit back and relax and watch them play the playoffs than us getting out in the cold weather of February against Champions League teams. We can avoid that, and we are avoiding this now. But again, other than that, individual performances, Svelar in the defense didn't really do much. Slavia Prague didn't really attack much, apart from that chance that they created a few minutes before half-time. I am liking, Bove doesn't even need a description. He's playing so well. He's absolutely everywhere on that pitch. He pulled out worldy, man of the match up to now. Zaleski's playing well. I am not liking the way Zaleski's crossing the ball, but I've kind of given up on Zaleski's crosses because Zaleski's crosses are inexistent. But I think he's performing better. Again, this shows you, if you transition him to a more attacking position, Zaleski can provide those fruits. He can become the player he was in that Conference League year. He just needs time, especially because he's living a tough moment, both obviously football-wise and non-football-wise. It will take time, but the only way to see the best out of Zaleski, in my opinion, is to keep on transitioning him to a more attacking position. And I'm also liking the two up front. El Shaarawy, 2 assists, and Lukaku with a great goal. El Shaarawy is a very useful player who might not start every game, but who can definitely get subbed in and resolve the games. I think, again, we will score another one in this second half. I think we will. And if we score another one, I want to see some young players in. I want to see Pizzilli in, and I want to see João Costa in. I'm so interested in João Costa. I'm so interested to see what type of player he is. He's Portuguese, 2005. And yeah, very interested to see him. So maybe he can get his chance tonight. Simo, long time no speak, says Luka. Podcast is going out tomorrow, mate. But yeah, right. Let's check some Europa League scores. Leverkusen are winning 3-1 at home against Karabakh. Leverkusen this year are dangerous. Leverkusen are unbeaten in Europe and in the league up to now. Incredible philosophy Xabi Alonso is bringing to that team. Rennes are winning away at Panathinaikos. Servette are winning away at Sheriff. That's big. Wow, Enzo Crivelli scored. Servette are winning away at Sheriff. And then Brighton are winning at home against Ajax. Can you believe this? I noticed this weekend. Ajax are in the relegation zone in the Dutch league. Can you believe this? Ajax are 17th out of 18 teams with 5 points in 9 games. Ajax are in crisis. Oh boy. Brighton winning 1-0 against them. And then who do we have? Who do we have? We have Liverpool winning 3-1 against Toulouse. Diogo Jota, Wataru Endo and Darwin Núñez scored. And Union Saint-Gilloise are losing at home to Lask. So those are the scores. Simon, show your Roma collection. I'll do it another time, mate. Just because I just gotta go in that wardrobe, get them all out. I'll do it another time. I can film a video on it. Right, thoughts on the first half, everybody. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think down below in the live chat. Don't forget to smash the like button. There's a lot of you everybody in this stream right now. Click that like button. And Lukaku will score against Inter on Sunday. Do it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Second half is about to start. Ajax sold their best. Ajax did. I mean, let's look at Ajax's team because it is very this downfall of Ajax, you know. Go on, load. What I don't like about you is that if Roma win, rather than praising us for being focused and being very good, you always talk about the other team being bad. What if we lost a game like Genoa? Didn't I just praise all of the players who played well? If you think Slavia Prague, Servette and Sheriff are good teams, mate, that's not my problem. I want to see the Ajax team. I really do. I want to see who Ajax actually playing. I mean, the last time I saw Ajax play a game was when they bottled that semi-final in the Champions League. They had one hell of a good team. They've got Tahirovic. Oh, I forgot about that. They've got Tahirovic, Brobbey and Bergwijn up front. I mean, yeah, they've definitely weakened. But to be 17th in the league with Bergwijn, Brobbey and these players, definitely something happened interior-wise. I mean, surely they're better than many teams. Yes, Feyenoord, PSV Eindhoven and AZ Alkmaar may be better, but, you know, to be 17th out of 18th, you really need to be bad. 5 points in 9 games. Big reason Ajax are 17th is because a lot of their games get abandoned. Primo tempo perfetto, yes. If Lukaku scores, Inter fans are going to hate him even more. What are you doing if you hit 10k subs? I need help here. I need help. I need to film a Halloween special video. But I don't know what to film. What can I film? What is something which is Halloween themed but also links in with Roma and Serie A football? I mean, last year I went to that abandoned stadium. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see João Costa, Benjamin Terovic playing today, says Zion Trader. Kudus was the final sale that brought the ship down after their manager and other good players. Yeah, I agree. Kudus was a great player. Went to West Ham, right? Kudus was the last player that they sold. I mean, look, Ajax are one of those teams which depend a lot on a good youth team. So obviously they will have periods. They will have periods where they will get the best out of their youth team, and there will be periods where it's gonna take time because maybe they can't find the gems that they can, plant the seeds in their youth team. And I think it will take time. If your philosophy is basing your team on youth teams, it's definitely a hit or miss every year because you never know. Right. Players in the tunnel. Second half's about to start. Slavia Prague with a few subs. Q&A video with your granddad talking about the days when Roma was at its peak, because we younger generations don't know about that feeling. Well, that's definitely something which I want to do. I just don't know if that's a Halloween special video. You guys also celebrate Halloween in Italy? Halloween in Italy is absolutely dead. Nobody celebrates Halloween in Italy unless you've got, American origins or American families. Halloween in Italy is absolutely dead. I mean, to the extent that if you go trick-or-treating, if you're a kid and you go trick-or-treating, people would actually wonder what you're doing in front of their door because they wouldn't understand. Yeah, Halloween is not felt in Italy. Che famo con l'Inter? Non si sa. Bisogna vedere e aspettare. Stadio Olimpico overnight challenge, says Luca. Inside the Stadio Olimpico is impossible. You mean like outside? That could be one. Yeah. Right, Paredes in. We've got a few subs here. Paredes in for Bove, who got a yellow card. Understandable. Leandro Paredes. You know another very good thing about another great thing about winning this game is that if we win this game and we don't lose against Slavia Prague, the amount of turnover, substitution, resting players that we can do against Servette and Sheriff Tiraspol could be great, and it could help us very, very much. Because if we win today, 9 points out of 3 games, we could allow a lot of turnovers against Servette or Slavia Prague or Sheriff Tiraspol. Right, second half starts. If anybody wants to sync, I am 45 minutes, 36, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Someone say a few good things about Lazio. Why would I, mate? Never. Swearing in my house. Wide, Chick's not marking there. Terrible cross. Terrible cross from Slavia Prague. Simo, complimenti, parlare benissimo l'italiano. Sono italiano. Ndika heads it. I've liked Ndika's performance today. Good game from him. Foul on number 10. Free kick to them. There is nothing positive to say about Lazio. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. My opinion is you don't need to film. Yeah, you're right, you know. I was thinking about that. Why would you guys even want to see a Halloween video? I don't know. Just a little bit of fun. But yeah, I agree. Lukaku gets it. Gives it to Brian. What a ball. Oh, that's a good closure from them. Ndika. Paredes. Mancho wide to Chilik. Around the 60th mark, if the result doesn't change, I would put some youngies in, or I would have some substitutions in general. I mean, if we want to keep that experience, maybe don't just throw all of the young stars in, but you get the point. Let me charge this. Slavia Prague playing better now. Lukaku stops it. Mo Salah, running down the wing, Salah, la, la. Mo Salah, the Egyptian king. Simon, do you know the moderator in real life? No, I don't. I don't know them. I remember, wait, Robin? When did I make you mod? Do you remember when I made you mod? Because I feel like... Do you remember? Because I don't. I don't remember. When did I make Robin mod? I really don't remember. I really don't remember when I made Chris mod too. When did I make the mods? Zviloy gets it. It's insane how Cristante just won't get subbed off. Cristante and Lukaku are... You just can't touch them. I used to think the mods are your mates. One of them is my mates, but he's never in the live chats. That's a foul on Zaleski. Good interception, wins a foul. This is what Zaleski needs to start doing to get the confidence back. That guy just went to Zaleski and said, "Are you good, bro?" "I'm all good, bro." Foti has an incredible win success rate. I'm convinced that every game we've played under Foti, we've won. Also, the game against Inter last year at San Siro, we won with Foti on the bench. Maybe you could bring some good luck. Foti at San Siro on Sunday. Paredes. Oh, these are all good passes. Chilik fights. El Shaarawy. How many languages do you speak? I speak Italian and English fluent. And I speak French. I could hold on to a conversation in French, but I'm not as good as I'm in Italian or English. Like, I could never do this in French. But I could have a conversation with like, if I walk in a French restaurant and ask the guy to sit down, give me the menu and order, I could probably do that. But yeah, nothing bigger than that. Paredes gets back in position. Aouar gets it. We're defending well. It's very promising considering Inter scores a lot of goals. You're going to be very prepared for Sunday's game. Where's your next vacation destination? I have no idea, mate. Vacations with my families normally happen in the summer. Mancini goes long. Lukaku wants it. Oh, it was a good pass. I was your 500th sub. That's actually insane. 500th sub means I was still not doing Roma content. Zvilar kicks it long. Yeah, surely I wasn't. Ndika back to Zvilar. Zvilar, the little goalkeeper. I need you guys to beat Inter on the weekend so you're top of the league. That suggests to me you're a Juventus fan. Or a Milan fan. Great ball. El Shaarawy. Oh, that's a bad ball from El Shah. I'm liking the triangulations and all of that. It's just the final pass which we're not getting right in these last minutes. Always be grateful to who gives you vision and goals. Says Rizzo. Make a video in French for Halloween. Nah, mate, I refuse. I'd rather not film one if that's the if that's the idea. I would rather not film one. Guys on the floor, referee doesn't give a foul. Make a video in... Oh, I just read that. Juve fan says Hasta. Disgusting. Imagine being a Juve fan. Or Shrawi gives it to them. I subscribed to you when you had 1k subscribers. Wow, I've come a long way. Zaleski, throw in, 30 minutes to go. Look, I'd put some subs in, to be honest with you. I don't think Slavia Prague have been that threatening up front. We do have to remain concentrated because Slavia Prague are one of those teams that if we leave them some gaps and spaces, Slavia Prague are gonna score. But I don't think they've played well today. I think they've not been that threatening. I think subs are good now. Maybe a bit. Let's wait 5 minutes and then first sub's gonna happen. We've slowed the rhythm now. We've kind of done what we have to do in the first half. I would love to see more goals. It is natural though. I mean, I'm not blaming them at all. We've got Inter on Sunday. Why did this thing just pop up? Lukaku. There we go, calling a goal. Ooh, he shoots. Chilik wanted it. It wasn't far off. Chilik wanted it though. I'd put Belotti in, I agree. Awar gets it back. Paredes. Obviously, if we win today, it's our 5th consecutive win. That's not bad. That's a great streak. If we can extend it against Inter, and I would love a win, but I'd take a draw in Milan at San Siro against Inter. Lukaku stops it well. Paredes. Great move. Cristante changes side to Zaleski. Go. Don't go back. Go. Zaleski. Awar. Oh, that wasn't a bad cross from Zaleski. Cristante, Paredes. Cristante goes. Oh, what a ball! Oh! Look at Cristante's movements. He's such a different player. That was a great ball from El Shaarawy. It wasn't offside. Cristante tried to chip the goalkeeper, who saves it. Easy save. In your opinion, Simon, which video of yours is your best work till date? We're up to now, the best video I made is the Feyenoord one, no doubt. Not because it's the one with most views, but one, because of the game. I mean, beat that game and then we'll talk. What a comeback that was. I mean, the only game which would beat that in recent years is probably Roma against Barcelona. But another thing about the Feyenoord, if you go back and watch that intro, it looks like an easy intro. The amount of time which I spent editing just that introduction, I remember I had a problem with synchronizing the music with like the movements of the video, and I remember I spent hours and hours trying to fix the music, and I was going mentally insane because I couldn't put the exact music onto the exact movements of the images. And it usually takes me, 15 minutes to do that. But that game, I just couldn't do it. And it took me so long. So in terms of work compared to game, I'd definitely say Feyenoord. Bodo Glimt, Lazio, and all of those are interesting, but the camera quality was bloody bad. We've got some very big games coming ahead. We've got the derby. I'm planning to get the tickets in a few days for the derby, even though it's Lazio Roma. And yeah, I mean, look, the Seville Budapest was a good one, but we lost. Had we won, that would have probably been the best one. I enjoyed the series, the Budapest series. The Budapest series was great to film. I mean, that was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I mean, like, oh, Slavia Prague, it's their chance. Oh my God, what the hell did that guy just miss? He just missed a sitter there. Oh my Christ, how did he do that? That Budapest series was so fun. If somebody 4 years ago would have told me that I would have been lost in the middle of Serbia with two of my best friends to watch our team play European final, I would have not believed you. It was just so fun. The things that happened during that trip. We were lost in Serbia, in Belgrade. We couldn't speak Serbian and the Serbians couldn't speak English. That's what you live for. That's why my ultimate goal in life with this channel is obviously expand it, grow, keep the momentum going. But ultimately, what my big goal is to, with the videos I do now, create a good. Obviously, I don't earn much with my videos. I don't like speaking about this, but I don't earn much. But with the few money which I earn, accumulate it. Start the uni course next year, and then after 3 years, or once I finish university, take a gap year, and with the budget which I accumulated over the past years, take a gap year and go watch Roma games around the world, film stadium vlogs in weird countries, that's my dream. My dream is to take a gap year and travel the world to go watch Roma games and film videos. End up in Belgrade, end up in Madrid, end up in all of that. That is my goal. If you don't mind answering, how much did you spend going to Budapest? I didn't spend much because the way we programmed that trip was not cheap, was not expensive at all. And we deliberately did it because we like adventures and because of money. You know, we got drawn from Roma to get those tickets the day after we beat the day after we beat Bayer Leverkusen away. So the day after we qualified for that final, Roma basically started a draw on their official website, and me and two of my friends were that lucky to get tickets for that game, and that didn't cost much because I'm a season ticket holder. So if you're a season ticket holder, you had a little discount. But we programmed that trip in such a way that it was not expensive at all because, you know, the people who had less time, obviously, worked and all of that, took planes who cost so much, direct planes to Budapest. But me and my friends did Rome, Belgrade in Serbia with a plane, didn't cost much. Then we slept in Belgrade, explored Belgrade. Then the day after, we woke up at like 5 a.m. in the morning to take an 8-hour Flixbus to Budapest. And then in Budapest, we slept in hostels. On the way back after the game, we went to Vienna with a train with no air conditioning in May. And in Vienna, yellow card for Indica, in Vienna we didn't sleep. In Vienna, we arrived in Vienna, we explored Vienna, we went to the Prater, which is that amusement park. And then our plane for Rome was at like 5 a.m. in the morning, so we slept in a Burger King at the airport. And that's the way you do it. That's the way it should be. Have fun. This is what you live for. Do what excites. That's what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna give figures because I don't like speaking about money, but the money which I made from that Feyenoord game was spent for this entire trip. That's the thing which I'll say. Cross in, and Paredes hits it away. I would love Lazio to drop to Europa and meet us, and we shut them and win all the way. How sweet that would be, says Rizzo. I agree. I like this beating Lazio thing, but I love derbies, and you will see from the stadium vlogs that I'm going to film. It's an incredible experience. If you can, get yourself to Rome and go and watch a derby. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But you're going to be delicate with derbies. You know, if you lose a derby, they're going to mock you for the rest of their lives. Especially if it's a Europa League semi-final derby. And, you know, as I said before, we're playing far too many derbies this season. We're playing 2 for sure, and we're 99% going to play 2 more in the Coppa Italia. In fact, no, sorry, 1 more, because it's 1 leg. It's not double leg, it's 1 leg. And it's a Lazio-Roma derby. Zaleski out and El Shaarawy out, and Karsdorp in. Oh, El Shaarawy hit the crossbar there. I missed that. I was too busy speaking about Belgrade. Right, El Shaarawy out for Belotti and Zaleski out for Karsdorp. Belotti to score. I've called it in the match preview. I'm going to stick with my prediction. Do you regret taking a bus with no AC, or would you have had... I would not change anything about that trip, mate. Absolutely nothing. The only thing which I would change from that trip is the Seville-Roma result. Because had we won that game, the entire end part to that trip would have been way better. You know, we went to Vienna after Budapest, and we explored Vienna, and we went on roller coasters and ghost trains in that Wiener Prater. And at the same time, me and my 2 friends were living our lowest point of our life because it was 24 hours after losing a final on penalties. Had we won that final, the trip would have been even way more. I mean, I remember at a certain stage, we just didn't speak to each other anymore. We were so drained physically because it was a tiring experience. But we were so emotionally lost that we just did not speak to each other for hours. I remember that train ride from Budapest to Vienna with no AC. Nobody said a word. Nobody said a word. It was terrible. It was terrible. That week after losing that final, I've said it many times over these past weeks and months, was the lowest week of my life, no doubt. It sucks. Seeing your team lose on penalties, a European Cup, and the way we lost that. Again, I wish that experience to nobody here. If you don't support Roma, I wish you don't live that with your team. It is terrible. It is terrible. It's terrible. But that's football. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Simon, does being a season pass holder mean every time you sit in the same seat? Or do you get to use it? No, you get the season ticket wherever you want to get it, and then you always sit wherever you pick. I mean, no, you always sit on the same seat. You're basically, buying a season ticket is like buying a piece of territory. That's your seat. No, I can't do this because I'm filming with my phone now. But I will show you the picture of me and my friends sleeping in a Burger King when we have time. In fact, I'll post it on the community post as soon as this stream ends. Right, by the way, I've spoken a lot in these past minutes. I've kind of distracted myself from the game. I want and I've predicted a Belotti goal. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, it would support this community a lot. So please do not hesitate to smash that like and subscribe if you're new. I mean, everybody here who's interested to see. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of comments go, that's a crazy trip and all of that. I filmed the majority of this trip, so if you haven't watched the series yet, I know a lot of time has gone by since May, but, go and watch it. I filmed 3 episodes. I filmed Serbia, I filmed Hungary, and I filmed the final. And then after the final, I was so lost. I was just so sad and just so broken down that I just could not care about filming the Vienna part of the trip and the no AC train. But the Serbia, the Belgrade, and all of that, make sure to go watch that. Llorente, Paredes. I want a goal. Oh, what a movement from Romelu. Oh, doesn't get the ball. Cristante. Counter-attack for Slavia here. Belotti tries to slide tackle. Ref continues. Cross in. Bad header from Slavia. Korzov fights. And that guy falls on the floor. Korzov loses the ball though. Svilar saves it. Right, let's read some Europa League scores. Leverkusen won 5-1 against Karabakh. Liverpool 4-1. Brighton 2-0. Servette still leading 1-0. Atalanta drew. Oh wow. Atalanta drew. I thought Atalanta won. Why are you not at the game? I'm not at the game because I've got a history exam tomorrow morning, and then I'm leaving for a football tournament. I don't have the Europa League season ticket this year. I mean, not for the group stage. If we advance, I'll obviously go to games, but yeah. Cristante. Gives it to Belotti. Belotti stops it, turns around. I want to see João Costa. I want to see some young stars in. Villar gets it. Second clean sheet for Villar, this is. If it does happen. If it stays like this. How much are the season tickets? It depends where you want to sit. Where I sit, it's... Where I sit, it's 200. Depends where you sit. Oh, what a ball from... Oh, it's so... Oh! Goalkeeper gets it. I thought Belotti had his chance. After the second goal, this game has been... Yeah, I agree. After that second goal, we haven't even... I don't think we ever shot apart from that El Shaarawy crossbar. But again, who cares? I really don't care. It's the 3 points which matter. It's the importance of this. It's the importance of this Europa League game, and it's the importance of the. It's the importance of the lead up to Inter on Sunday, which is very important. Do you have to pay for the season tickets at once, or can you pay in installments? You have to pay it all at once. Have you ever heard of the English club Hull City? They are my hometown team. I have. That's where Robbo and Harry Maguire grew, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. A war, a great movement. Pagano coming in. Right, we've got one young player in. I still want to see João Costa, but I don't think it's going to happen. Villar, wide to Belotti tries. Ooh. What's your opinions on Palestine-Israel conflict? I'm not going to say, bro, because, yeah, that's football. That's not football. Kick politics out of football. Yeah, I don't want to. War is war. It's bad. What position does Costa... I believe Costa's a winger. From what I've seen, he's a winger. Jurečka. Cross in. Bad header. To be honest with you, I'm disappointed with Slavia Prague. I thought they were going to be way better. That guy's reading notes. That guy's reading a book on the pitch. Did you see that? Lukaku out. Pagano in. Standing ovation from Lukaku. Romelu. Prepare. Sleep well. Sleep tight. Breathe in. Breathe out. We love you. A lot of Roma fans are going to be there on Sunday to protect you. Sleep tight. You've got this. Winning Europa this time is more difficult. We could have won it last time if referees were not corrupt. Let's not even speak about it. Cristante tries to head it. Right, 10 minutes to go. Not a great second half. Cristante on the floor. Now, that makes no sense, because Cristante is never on the floor. I think it's just, and I hope it's just like something, maybe the ball went on his nuts or something. But Cristante is on the floor. What happened to him? He can't be injured. I mean, if Cristante gets injured, he's the one player who never gets injured. Oh my God. This can't be right. He's walking. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Soldier Brian. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Soldier Brian can't let his team down like this. Oh, look who it is. It's Tam Tams. Tam Tams in the stands. Tammy, my boy. Can't wait to see you back. Tammy's living the life of a fan. Tammy's got a season ticket. Cross in, Pagano clears it. 5 minutes to go to landed time. Cristante's back, it's nothing. Slavia change side. Good defending. Good defending today. Can't say anything. Another clean sheet. Another clean sheet. full points in Europa League up to now. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are not far off from 60 likes. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would support me and the community and the channel a lot. Giallo rossa è unica, questa maglia è magica per me. E tu lo sai, la domenica, ovunque giocherai ti seguirò. Oh, cross in, Pagano away, Cristante kicks it long. Giallo rossa è unica, questa maglia è magica per me. I'm going to see the game today. Did Zaleski play well? He didn't play bad. I think movements and transition-wise, he's played well, but he still lacks those crosses. His crosses aren't great. But yeah, he's definitely been better than other games. Right, we've got another young player in. It's Cherubini this time. Awar out and Cherubini in. Everybody clap at home. We gotta welcome these young boys well. Good luck to him. Good luck. Oh, imagine the emotion of getting subbed in. Cherubini. Throw in to us. I'm going to be real honest. I think Inter will beat Roma. Hope I'm wrong, says Robin. That's not a massive prediction, mate. I think Inter are definitely the favourites. We can definitely try and win and sneak them. But Inter remain the favourites. And Dika. Zvelor, wide to Mancini. You know what? I'm liking I'm liking Zvelor's. Again, he hasn't done much, but I'm liking his confidence boost. Paredes tries a long ball. Not great. Simon, any information about Jose's plans at the end of the season? I don't know. I mean, everybody says he's going to leave because his contract expires and he won't extend. I think the key to extend is Champions League football. I've said it many times. I think Champions League football is the key to extend his contract. That's it. Zvelor goes long. Are we surprised by Zvelor? Are we liking Zvelor more? I think he's improving. A lot of players I think are improving. I think Ndika, the likes of Zvelor, the likes of Zaleski. If you compare them to the start of the season, I think they're better. Oh, Belotti, what a move. Do it. Ooh, good save. And they avoid... That was a great stop from Belotti. He's staying if Roma keep this... I agree with that statement. If we keep this consistency, I think you'll stay. Sassuolo beat Inter, so can we. We'll speak about it tomorrow in the match preview. I mean, Rui had a good. Has he been tested? Is a good question. I don't think he's been tested much. But that's also a good note, if you see what I mean. The fact that he hasn't been tested much means that he transmits more confidence towards the defense, and I think that's something to consider. Lina and Thiago on the stands as well. Has he been tested? Just read that. I mean, Rui had a good performance last game. He did have a good performance. Right, 2 minutes to go till the end of the game. Not a great second half, but we did our job in our first half. I'm not complaining. 3 points were crucial today. 2 incredible goals. Bovi's world class and Lukaku's perfect goal puts us in a great position in this Europa League group stage. Puts us closer to that first position. Our next Europa League game is against them in Prague. Not next week, but the derby week. So before the derby, we've got Slavia Prague. So that's good. But obviously we've got a massive game this Sunday. As I've said earlier today, I'm leaving tomorrow for a few days. I'm going to Verona with my school for a football tournament. I'll be back on Sunday. If there is no delays on trains and traffic and rush hour and all of that, I will probably make it in time for the Inter live watch along. Maybe the live watch along will start 10-15 minutes into the game. But I am planning to do it. If there won't be a live watch along, it's because delay of trains or rush hour got me dirty. But if there won't be a live watch along, there will be a match reaction that evening. But yeah, I think I'll be right. I'll be good to do it. Tomorrow, stay tuned. Double video tomorrow. We've got Inter's match preview coming out, and we also have the fan podcast number 2. Keep, bench, sell, Saka, Leao, and Kvaratskhelia. So, yeah, as I've said many times, if you want to feature in some debates, send me an email over at info.thesimonshow@gmail.com. It's in the description down below. Send me an email if you're interested in doing some of these, interactive debates. Yeah, we can organize if you're interested. The game is about to end. Mancini wide to Belotti. Maybe one last chance to score a goal. Belotti goes. Belotti keeps it. Belotti gets fouled but stays up. Referee doesn't blow. Belotti's fouled. Referee ignores him again. Go on, just blow the whistle, ref. Just blow the whistle. Blow the whistle, ref. Just blow the whistle. There we go. Final whistle. Roma 2, Slavia Prague 0. Worldy from my Eduardino Bove and a great goal from Romelu Lukaku. I will talk to you soon. I've enjoyed it tonight. I hope everybody here has enjoyed the live watch along. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Good night. Take care. I'll catch you tomorrow. See you out. Sempre Forza Roma.